Hi, Donna here, Blind and Knitting, celebrating Blind Awareness Month of October. Today I thought I'd talk about using my feet to feel. I never really anticipated that that would be a thing, and I started losing my sight about 26 years old, but about 12 years or 14 years ago, I started losing it where it started to really impact my life. For example, losing my license and night vision, etc. But what I noticed was I really depended on feeling what was under my feet or at the base of my feet. And so I wasn't able to wear shoes that had a really hard sole or high heel, or just weren't able to sort of sense what was under my feet. So I quickly had to change my shoes to sort of, not mitigate, that's not the right word, but to manage that so that I could feel what was under my feet. So for example, uneven surfaces, a change of surface, all of those sorts of things I had to sort of start sensing with my feet. The other thing I noticed is that all my pretty shoes started getting their toes knocked and bumped around, because when I would walk up steps I would push them towards the step to sense the next step and the next step. So I would grate the front of my shoes, and then walking down steps I would run my heel down the back of the step so that I could sense where the back of the step was, and so they would get scratched as well. So not only did my good shoes get knocked about, but my good shoes that had hard heels, etc., I wasn't able to wear. And yeah, I did miss wearing pretty shoes, I have to say. Not that I can't wear pretty shoes now, it's just I have to wear more, dare I say, serviceable shoes, or just shoes that I can sense the floor ups and downs and ridges and different surfaces, and be okay if they get the front or the back of them scratched by using them to sense things. I know it doesn't sound like a big thing to the average Joe blogs, but hey, shoes are expensive. And if I, buy a good pair of shoes and then I find that I can't sense underneath, or I scratch them, it's really frustrating, So it's an issue. There we go. Not a major, but it is an issue of the blind and low vision. So that is my little talk for the day. I don't know if you find it interesting or not, but next time you're wearing a pair of shoes, just consider, can you sense whether there's a change in what you're walking on, whether there's gravel or whether there's paving stones, or whether they're bumpy, or whether there's an up or a down, or whether it's carpet or lino. Just think, that's interesting. Do I sense that? Because I've now learned how to do that very, very well. But hey, I'm a professional at being blind, so I don't expect you to do that. But yeah, there's my little chat. Have a nice day. Catch you tomorrow or the next time.